The recording is in progress. Let's put on some light. So we have good evening, everyone. Good evening, David. Good evening, Janine. How's everyone this evening?
Incredible.
Wow. I gotta say, I mimic that emotion. Yeah.
It always gets better when I see Sammy.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Sammy, I do want to acknowledge that out of anyone I've ever been around who shares so intentionally that you are creating ripples in at least 3 different communities that I did not discover until I really wanted to open up and where I felt like I could not contribute as much as I see you. Thank you.
Oh my God, you're so welcome, Janine. Yeah, so what's wonderful about sharing and being for me being vulnerable is that um, I claim the space for us. You know, it's like I take the flag. Oh, hi, who's this? Cassian, hi.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were talking about sharing. And what I love about sharing is that when I share, I'm creating space for myself and others. Like, you know, that's it. This is ours now. Everyone come and play. This is our playground. There's our flag, you know? So this is home and you're safe. And you're safe because you're under my protection. Not that you need it, but you are.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cassian.
Thank you.
So we're going to wait a few more minutes so other people could show up if they do show up. Um, I'm not sure if Steve is going to show up. Do you know, Janine? I love having Steve.
I don't yet. I know this is around his bedtime, so he
Oh,
may.
okay. All right. That's okay. That's not a problem. How am I showing up for you guys? Is this okay? The camera, the angle, is that all right? We're comfortable? Beautiful. Okay. All right. So, you know, we'll start in 1 minute, but today's meditation, I want today's meditation to be about release for me and ease. I've been doing, and stacking on the doing, trying to get to this goal of joy. In, in order to get to joy and fulfillment, I got to do all these things. And I keep forgetting to be fulfillment, to be joy, because I'm doing it because I think I'm missing it, because it's not within me. Then I notice it's always been within me. It's all in me. It's a discovery. One of the most beautiful quotes or phrases I've heard was, if you're not grateful all the time, you're just not focusing hard enough. So isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go into that space today in our practice of ease, of release, and noticing that nothing's missing, that we haven't within ourselves. So as we're creating this space, I welcome you to start the practice. Be in a comfortable position while you're fully comfortable. You can have your eyes closed or open as you settle in. And as you're settling in, we're going to focus on breathing through our belly instead of our upper chest. And as I've said before, this type of breathing is the type of breathing that babies do. This is the natural way to breathe. So as we settle in, relax the mind, relax the face, notice our breath. And with intention, you take a few deep, gently deep breaths, focusing on breathing through our belly. This is where our diaphragm is. This is the natural way to breathe. This is the healthy way to breathe. We're just reminding ourselves. It's so easy to breathe. Doesn't require shoulder movement or chest movement or rib cage movement. Just the belly, diaphragm, up and down. So easy. So easy. As we surrender, and again, surrender to easy breathing. Noticing that we can apply this type of ease in different areas of our life. Breathe easily. Let your diaphragm build it. Noticing and welcoming any thoughts at all that come to mind. Like leaves on a stream, or leaves floating through the air. Noticing the different types of thoughts, different colors and shapes, different meanings that they bring. And noticing them with the intention that they're all gifts. They're all perfect. They're all lessons. Without judgment, without attachment. Gently breathe through these thoughts. Notice how they move. Notice how they dance. So easy. So easy. Now, let us reminisce about the day that we had, the conversations, the email, text. There were any tense conversations. You felt challenged, felt the need to defend yourself. Just notice. Notice. Notice them like leaves in the wind, on the screen. Each one a different shape, color, meaning, without judgment or attachment. And with our easy breathing, we're going to send a blessing to every experience, every conversation, every email, every text, every encounter. Gently bless, express gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for the lesson. As we breathe our blessing throughout the day. You may notice that with each breath of blessing, the physical feeling in the body, a lightness. This is called healing. With every breath of blessing, you are healing your body. Feel the waves of healing flow through your body. Notice how you nourish it with loving thoughts, kindness, compassion. If you wish to do so, you can choose a specific area and send a targeted blessing towards that area, releasing any tension, any discomfort, any pain, by breathing into it. As you breathe, notice its shape, its color, notice any meaning. How gently, with your sacred breath, breathe healing, kindness, gratitude, compassion into that area of your body. In as many areas of your body as you want, even your whole being, from the top of your head down to your neck, shoulders, breathing healing, energy, blessing, in the form of kindness and gratitude, nourishing your body with love. Every cell, every molecule feels the vibration of the healing. using your breath to guide this healing. Go down your shoulders, into your arms, hands, your chest, your organs in your chest, the whole torso, hips, thighs, back, especially your feet. You work so hard. Thank you. Thank you, my body. Thank you, my being. Thank you for serving me. Notice an elevating energy coming from your center into the rest of your body. Notice the vibration. Notice the healing. Every cell, every molecule. Take a moment and enjoy and revel in this space of loving kindness to yourself. Don't forget to breathe gently to your belly. Now gently allow your mind to notice this elevated healing energy within you and how it can't be suppressed. It needs to be shared. It needs to be gifted. Let's take a moment. Send a blessing to every person that we've encountered today, either by conversation, email, or text, or any kind of communication. Use your breath, your loving, healing breath. Send them a gentle blessing. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for being my life. Thank you for being my nerve. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to grow. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to love. Thank you for allowing me to notice any blind spots. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I choose you. I choose all of you. Thank you. And if you choose to do so, you can thank your creator, your source, for your own existence, and the gifts that you have, that you've just shared with others. This is who you are, a gift. As we come to the end of our session, let's send gratitude and thanks to Janine, this amazing space, generosity, for leadership, for unconditional love, for bringing us together, making us stand for our own leadership, love, generosity. Thank you. And when you're ready, gently move your fingers and your toes. Gently ease into movement. And back to being present with the rest of us. If you choose to do so, and share. Gently, opening the eyes, feeling the gratitude. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sammy.
You're very welcome. So glad you could join us.
Thank you.
Now, I have a question. That light, is that an ultraviolet shade that is good for the body or good for the mind or something?
I don't know. It's part of my LED strip, and I just touched that color because I just didn't want the white one. I could do it different. I could do this one.
I like, wow,
Ooh.
that is so interesting. Yes, that's so much fun.
Wow.
Josine, I didn't see you there. Hi.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just in a blackout storm or something. No, I have to plug in, and so I'm in a room without light because I was low on battery. I was with my state here today, and then the Minneapolis Police Department, and all over town because I had a car.
Oh, there's the blackout.
I think we lost her.
Mm.
Oh, she came back. Hey, Joe, what do you know?
Hey, weird. I went out and came back. Anyway, I'm glad to be with you guys.
Thank you. We're so happy to have you. So happy to hear your voice. Another layer of happiness.
And Cassia, I'm not familiar with you. Welcome to the group. And thank you for sharing your amazing luminous space.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think I met you at David's 8 o'clock
Morning rush.
at some point.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know David from I did an ILP with him probably 8 years ago now, 7 years ago.
beautiful.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
yeah. And I've just been dealing with like a massive migraine for the past 3 days. So I'm kind of getting stressed about stuff. So I just
Yeah.
needed to calm my brain down.
Yeah.
I feel like the
The,
universe knew that and sent Sammy to all of us because I was having a very big day. Sammy, I apologize. I cut you off.
no, Janine, please share that. I was going to say Blue Moon, but go ahead.
Oh, well, I was gonna say because I was actually having a conversation with our friend Lisa earlier today, and I feel like very often it's not until the window or the space opens that we are able to actually channel into it. And so, for whatever had you be part of Wednesday, knowing it's the only evening of the week that Sammy gifts this, I'm grateful that your migraine allowed this to be a source. And I don't know if you felt it, but as you were going through the notice, Sammy, and again, you went through like the third phase, and I was like, I'm ready for it. And I was like, oh, we're giving gratitude still. And like I almost got in a space, like I guess you could almost say like that headache of like a disruption in my thought pattern. And then you just lugged me back into it, Sammy. And I was like, it's exactly how it's supposed to be right now. Like I felt so held. I almost feel like that moment when you realize like at a pool, like you're not, I don't know, explain. I'm not gonna go into detail, but like there's some moments in like public where I almost feel like I'm supposed to be doing something or wearing something or having something. It's that moment I feel like I don't have it. Like that tripped in my brain tonight in the meditation towards the end after we started giving gratitude and everything and love. And I don't know why, but it was in that moment. And maybe it's because I've experienced it before. Like you, without breaking cadence, continue to walk through it, and it felt like I dislodged something. So thank you, Sammy. I'm really grateful for you on this evening.
It's my pleasure. Thank you. Yeah, I felt us all like holding hands. That's the vision that I got. Yeah. Yeah, we're walking each other home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the word is, I would really say the word trying, like trying, I was trying to give up trying. So, yes, just sometimes I just know it's like just the time has to pass in order to, so I'm just kind of waiting for it to pass.
You know, it's perfect. Where you are is perfect. You know that. You took ILP. You know all that stuff. So yeah, but definitely sending healing energy and releasing energy for the migraine to you. It's been quite a month for me also. Quite a few months actually.
Yeah, it's just what I'm making things mean, and that's kind of like, that's there. And I know
Yeah.
I should be giving that up, but
You know,
sometimes it's like no difference.
you don't need to be doing anything. You know, Kasia, we're just happy to have you. And that's it. You don't need to. I noticed the patterns in myself. Like, okay, this is the time, while I'm doing so much and I'm stacking things on, this is the time where I lose my temper and I get sick and I stay in bed for 2 days. And that's a pattern. Like I'm not gonna do that anymore. Instead, I'm just gonna stop and say I need rest, And I'm going to, guess what? I'm going to break some of my promises and I'm not gonna make myself wrong about it. That's just the way life is, you know? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Their beautiful bodies telling us to rest, basically.
Yeah.
It's weird because I used with the Minneapolis police, they were trying to have these things that they shouldn't be discriminatory or whatever against. And it was like sex, age, race, and they didn't have mental health on there. They had disability. But I said mental health is different because it's mental health and mental states. And a state could be you're drunk or you're high, that state of mind, or it could be a migraine. And you can't walk the line to prove you're not drunk, right? Because your head is just pounding and you can't even put one foot in front of the other. or you're just having a, you know, a breakdown or a breakthrough, or and to not discriminate against things like that. And they didn't even see that difference, that it shouldn't be called a disability because it's just a temporary state you're in. So
Yeah,
it's
totally.
interesting.
Josie, and I completely align with that. Um, you know, who was it that said about the kids, dealing with the kids, using this wonderful acronym? You're either hungry, tired, or annoyed, or
Angry,
something.
lonely, tired, halt.
That, yeah, you're the one
Halt.
who.
Hungry,
Yeah,
angry, lonely, tired. Yeah, it's 12-step does that.
yeah, angry, lonely, tired, right? So
Halt. H-A-L-T. Yeah. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired.
halt, right? HALT. So
Yeah.
human beings, right? Whether they're at the bar or they're driving or in the supermarket, the grocery, 7-Eleven, whatever, they could be in any one of those HALTs: hungry, angry, lonely, tired. And
Mhm.
that a temporary temporary way of being. And I think this is, the empathy is probably missing, in the police force. Like, that guy's going through a tough time. He just had an argument with his wife or his ex-wife or whomever, or that woman's having a difficult time with her teenager. So she's going to have a short temper. So she's going to be yelling. She's probably going to, lose her control or increase the volume of her voice. Does that mean that we need to take them into jail because they're
Well,
being
and that's
human?
what we were talking about, the conditions, not only of the people there walking up to the personal property of your car, but
Mm,
also the conditions of the police officer themselves. Like, did they have a fight with their partner before they came to work? Did they, is their kid dying in a hospital, whatever. So it's just,
absolutely.
we talked about, why can't they walk up to the car and say, hi, I'm officer so and so, let me introduce myself because I'm coming up to you and your personal property, right, getting in your face. And instead of saying, do you know why I pulled you over? Because it's so threatening, say, the reason why I pulled you over is because your license plate is falling off, or whatever. And just be decent. Like, one woman, she didn't know her driver's license is expired, and he started screaming at her about it. A Black woman was talking about this, and then she said, I'm just 2 blocks from my house. And he's like, nope, I'm not going to let you drive. Why wouldn't he say, oh dear, okay, well, let me escort you home so no other police officer arrests you for this, and we'll just get you home, and you be sure to get that, get on your computer and get that registered or whatever. Just that human decency of being loving to another person instead of this authority over. And weirdly, in the discussion group, this woman who is the moderator said to a woman, she said, you said you were a therapist. So as a therapist, what do you think should be put into the value statement around mental health? And I went, wait. And I felt bad about doing it, but it's like, you just put someone in authority. Anyone could say what they think should be put in about mental health. There's not experts about, I could read the dictionary, know more words to put in there than she knows. It was just weird how she called out an expert, and the rules, the guidelines for the whole moderating of the event where everyone gets to be equal. And that's the same with police. They come in. We were in a church having this thing. The church says we ban guns. Every police officer had a gun in his belt or her belt.
Yeah.
And we all noticed it. We all said, yeah, there's guns in the room with us. And yet we're supposed to be on the same level with them. We don't have a gun. So just that kind of, what condition is my condition in? And David, you look like you're outside or in a car or something.
Yeah. I'm in my car. I'm gonna go to the gym after this.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I gotta
Therapy.
every day, man. Every day. If I want to or if I don't, I'm gonna
Yep.
fucking do it.
I hear you, brother.
If I stop this, I'll be very disappointed in myself.
Yeah. Routine is important. Structure is important. Yeah. I don't want to generalize, but I had a friend who applied to become a police officer, and he was in like a cafeteria or something. The school high school tables, in like a big area, and the men that were there, they were all men, waiting for the police application form, and so they started becoming impatient, and they started all banging on the table, in unison, right? And it looked like something right out of a prison, you know, like a prison scene. And then, my friend looked around and was like, I don't belong here. These guys, um, they're they're ready to fight. They're ready. They have a chip going on. There's something there. So I don't know, and I don't want to generalize, but it takes something to be a police officer. You meet all kinds of people. When we had a cafe in Fort Lee, New Jersey, the Fort Lee Police Department were some of our best customers, and they used to come into the cafe and call my mother mom, which was really sweet. And they would tell us all these stories, and they would meet all kinds of people. And it's difficult for them to transition from, you know, the sweet old lady to the teenager who's high and who's, acting the way they're acting. So yeah, yeah, they got a lot going on too.
Indeed.
Yeah, I can see the officers from many different perspectives. I have family that have been in the police force, and then just going through
Did I?
like
I think I'm
just going
frozen.
through. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Sammy, I think you might have a little bit of a delay. You're good, David.
All right. I still hope Sammy can hear it. Um, yeah, it was like I can kind of see things from both sides. I hate. I'm not like a fan of like ever if I'm in a situation where I have to um be around police. I'm not really a fan of that, but I guess I can also see the perspective of having my family that was actually a police officer themselves. My wife's grandpa, he's like a well-known officer who's retired from the force locally, and everybody loves him, and he's a great guy. But yeah, there's there's so many perspectives to look at it from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're saying, it's like you don't know what that person has like, yeah, what they were dealing with before they approach somebody and all that. And then it really comes down to everybody, even us in life, how we approach somebody depending on what we just came from or what we're dealing with. And I don't know where I'm going. I'm just contributing.
You're going to the gym.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
It's like I kept thinking this was on Tuesday, and I love this night meditation. I love
hmm
I just love being connected like this.
We love you.
Oh, I love you. I love you all. Thank you.
I guess that's where you went.
To love. Yay.
Right. Yeah. That's
Got a
beautiful.
love groove going.
Yeah. With that,
I have to say thank you because like my brain before when we were meditating, like my body was literally almost had like a ping pong ball going between my two sides of my head, and I literally felt like I was swaying, you know, and I just somehow needed to, the word is really calm my thoughts, you know. So it's just operating. So this really has slowed me down. Thank you.
Beautiful.
It's almost like I could cry now, whatever, you know, like that. Please, whatever.
Oh, that will help with the headache. Yeah, definitely. Let those tears come. It's discharge.
Yeah, yeah, it is, it is. Thank you guys.
You could, well, you could just cry about how much we love you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Just had an
You are
idea,
loved.
Janine. Sorry, Josie, to cut you off, but I was
No,
telling,
what
I was
is it?
about to say an idea for a crying session where we could all come on camera and just start crying.
Now we're all laughing.
I know, but it could be
Sad.
both. You know, it could really be both. It could be cathartic. This is $1 million idea. I'm telling you.
If we weren't laughing so much, we'd be crying.
Oh, you feel like the $300 an hour, like people hug, like, you know, you do like a hugging thing, like you could do the same thing with crying now.
Mm.
You know, Sammy, we can make a lot of money here in New York. People will cry, people need to cry all the time.
All we have to do is go to Wall Street, City Hall. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone.
Here's like something we could use as a metaphor. Guy was just driving down the street with no lights on. You know, remember to keep your headlights on. I don't
Yeah.
know how you can turn it into a metaphor, but you know, you guys all, you turned my chair into a metaphor. So, you know,
How'd that happen?
well,
Wow.
I was trying to shove this chair, like I was emptying this storage unit out, and I had literally gotten everything else out, and the only thing left was this chair. And it was like, I'm gonna get this chair in this car, and then you know, obviously it wasn't gonna fit. There was no way I was getting it to fit. I would have had to cut the door off to get it to go in the car. So like the whole idea was that it's like no matter how bad you want something, if it doesn't fit, it's not going to fit. And if you really need it, you have to find like a new way of getting it to where you need it
Wow.
to go. So
Wow.
this whole, yeah, this morning, I wasn't able to contribute too much, but they they were definitely talking about my chair, and it just it's just realizing that no matter how bad you want something, it doesn't mean that it's going to work if it doesn't fit. So I was just thinking about that with the headlights on this car. It's like, you know, you might be able to, you might think you can see everything, but I bet if you turn those headlights on, you probably see a lot more and you wouldn't end up dealing with
Wow.
the police.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, if you don't think your lights are on, turn your lights on. You don't think you're shining, shine.
Shine brighter.
Yeah.
You can always get brighter. There you go.
Or turn on your internal lights.
He probably had his he probably had his internal lights on.
You did. Maybe.
Yeah, you could see through God's eyes the road.
Well, guys, thank you. I'm gonna go. I appreciate it. Thank you for like just thank you, Sammy, for putting this on whichever chat I'm in. Got thousands of them. So there I am. Thank you.
Nice seeing you again. Rest easy.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful night.
Thank you all.
Good tears to you.
Yeah.
And
Yay.
cheers. Cheers for your cheers.
Until next time.
Sweet dreams.
All right, everyone.
Oh, I was gonna say, Dave, I went swimming today and it's really cold here. It didn't get up to even 70 and I went swimming because I've been trying to swim every day, but it's been in the 90s and all of a sudden it dropped like 30 degrees and I still went swimming. So I feel your courage.
That's some real courage. It gets cold in the water.
The water was warmer than the air. Hey, it felt good to be in the water.
Was it just a lake or a pond, or was it a bigger lake, or what was it?
A lake. Yeah, it's a lake by my house I can walk to. I feel
Nice.
blessed. Yeah, it's
I
like I'm
drove
in the
to
city, but I can feel for a moment I'm up north, kind of.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd go to my mom's um house, and she after after my after my adopted dad died, she moved to the lake house, so we'll go up there, but we end up going towards the well, if we went now, man, it would be freezing. That's Lake Huron in Michigan, so that lake is freezing.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, there she is.
Pam, how was my meditation?
You're still in a meditative state.
I,
She's too
when someone
mesmerized.
loves you, when someone loves you, you could really smell when they're. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Um, I'm gonna turn my camera off because the connection is not that great.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, now I can see Janine move a little. Good. All right, everyone. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to share before we close the evening?
Yes, one thing I noticed when I first got on, because I came on late, was Janine was just like in total bliss meditation.
No,
Going to a deeper meditation. Beautiful to see. And thank you, Sammy, and it's good to be with you. And David, it's good to see you. And I'm glad I'm here tonight. Yay!
Thank you so much, Josine. You're always this wonderful, special gift when you show up, and you bring joy and fun and smiles and laughter and play. So thank you. Thank you, David, for showing up, brother. I really appreciate you. And I wanted to say this to you. If you ever want to have a conversation outside of these meetings, let me know. There are a couple of other groups that I'm a part of that are very helpful for people going through a difficult time with their marriage, separation, or whatever. And I think you may get value from that. That's just an invitation. So forgive the transparent invitation, but I just wanted to put that out there.
I appreciate that. I was thinking earlier today, is like, I know Janine also is a person I can reach out to as well. And I'm not saying anything like either way. It's like, it's very difficult. I feel like I I could literally do this every single night. Like it's so impactful to me. Like, so if there's a meeting that you can invite me to, just invite me to it, and I will make sure that I am there, because all that I cannot get enough of support and community around me right now. It's like I'm trying really hard every day.
Yeah, I know, and I see myself in you, and I went through that I went through what you're going through in the car, ready to go to the gym, needed some connection, needed some peace, some healing. So I completely get it. Have fun at the gym. Have a wonderful time at the gym. I know you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna feel good about
Thank you.
yourself.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you all creating the space.
Yeah. And one thing to remember, I think we often forget, is that once you know someone, you are connected to them forever. We think people go away, but you're never not connected. So I'm someone also you can call and talk to anytime.
I really appreciate that too, Josine.
We're holding you,
Yay.
brother.
Yeah. We're all cuddle buddies. Yay.
Don't say that. We'll have a meeting next where we're all just sleeping.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be
After a
bliss
good
for
cry.
me. Man.
After a good cry, we'll have a cuddle puddle. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cry and the pass out from crying so hard. Oh my goodness. I like how it talks about making laugh.
and at least in my contribution, I am
Janine,
so
what?
huh?
I was just going to ask you, what say you?
I was gonna say, based on everything that
And you
you
started saying,
yeah, I cherish all of this, and I love how much our community continues to let us know we're never alone, even after these amazing, impactful conversations happen. And I'm so complete, and I'm so gifted by your all presence. Take us home, Sammy.
Beautiful, everyone. Thank you for being here. We all create this space together. You know, we've all experienced some wonderful moments, some wonderful breathing, some healing. And David, you know, we're all going to the gym with you. And Josine, you know, we're all with you with the police over there. And Janine, we're all with you right there as you're meditating. We're all, it's magical and it's real. Thank you. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Yay, Sammy. Hey. Love, love.
See as many of you as possible tomorrow morning. Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye.